Welcome to our channel HD Rare Coin 111, your go-to spot for uncovering the incredible world of rare US coins. If you've ever wondered if your old pennies, nickels, or dimes are worth more than face value, you're about to find out. In today's video, we'll be exploring some truly rare coins and their shocking values. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. So let's jump in. Top 1. We're going to explore a fascinating piece of history and numismatic value that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. You might have seen the Washington State $quarter from 1999, and it's just another coin in your collection or spare change jar. But did you know that this particular coin could be worth a whopping $55,000? In 1999, the United States Mint released a series of state quarters as part of the 50 State Quarters program. Each of these quarters showcased unique designs representing different states. Among these was the Washington State Quarter, which features an image of George Washington, the first President of the United States, and a depiction of Mount Rainier in the background. On the surface, it might seem like just another quarter, but what makes this coin special and valuable is the rarity of certain variations. There are a few particular details that can significantly boost the value of your coin. The Washington State Quarter is often found with subtle but important differences in the design, struck errors, or limited releases that make them extraordinarily rare. So, how can you tell if your coin is worth something beyond its face value? One of the key things to look for is the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine condition, also known as being in mint state, are generally worth more than coins that show signs of wear. The coin's quality and how well it's been preserved can make all the difference when it comes to its value. Even small imperfections can lower the price, but a well-preserved coin could be a gold mine. Another factor that can influence the value of a 1999 Washington State Quarter is the presence of certain rare errors. Some of the most valuable Washington State Quarters are those that were struck with errors during the minting process. These errors could include things like double die strikes, where the coin has multiple impressions of the design, or a minting defect that makes the coin stand out. It's these errors that collectors go crazy for, and they can push the value of a coin to incredible heights. Coins with double die errors, in particular, are some of the most sought after in the numismatic community. Imagine finding a quarter with an error so rare that it could increase the coin's value by tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, this happens more often than you might think, and it's why many collectors spend so much time carefully inspecting every coin they come across. Now, let's talk about some specific sales that highlight just how valuable this coin can be. In recent auctions, a Washington State Quarter with a minting error sold for as much as $55,000. That's right, $55,000. Imagine finding a coin that you thought was worth just 25 cents and learning that it's worth more than many people's cars, homes, and even vacations combined. You might be wondering, how can you spot such a valuable quarter? Well, it all comes down to closely examining the coin for any unique features that stand out. Make sure to check for any double die strikes, minting errors, or unusual wear patterns that could set your quarter apart from the rest. If you're not sure about your coin, don't worry. There are resources available to help you identify its value. You can always turn to online coin valuation tools, or better yet, take your coin to a professional numismatist or coin dealer who can give you an expert opinion. They can help determine if your Washington State Quarter is just another piece of pocket change or if it's worth something far more significant. The beauty of coin collecting is that it's not just about the financial value. It's about preserving history and appreciating the craftsmanship that goes into each piece. But it's hard to deny the excitement of discovering that your coin has turned into a rare treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you have a 1999 Washington State Quarter lying around, take a moment to inspect it. You could be holding a piece of history and a rare collectible that could make you a small fortune. You never know when the next great find will happen. It could be right under your nose. And to wrap things up, let's not forget the stunning value some of these coins have reached. A rare Washington State Quarter, in excellent condition with a minting error, recently sold for $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000. Top 2. We're going to take you through the fascinating journey of this special coin and why it's so valuable. In 1999, the United States Mint introduced the 50 State Quarters program, which featured unique designs to represent each of the 50 states. These quarters were released in order, starting with Delaware and finishing with Hawaii in 2008. The Connecticut State Quarter, released in 1999, is one of the key pieces in this program, and while it may seem like a standard coin, its value is far from ordinary. The Connecticut Quarter features an image of the charter oak, a historic tree that played a crucial role in the state's history. The tree was known for housing the Royal Charter of Connecticut, which was famously hidden there to prevent the British from seizing it during the colonial era. The design captures the essence of the state's rich history and is a beautiful representation of Connecticut's proud legacy. But here's where things get interesting. While most of these coins are worth the standard 25 cents, certain variations of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter have become highly sought after by collectors and investors. The value of these quarters can skyrocket, especially when certain rare features or errors are present. It's these rare coins that have caught the attention of collectors, and their worth has reached astonishing amounts. The first thing you should know is that the condition of the coin is paramount in determining its value. A Connecticut State Quarter in excellent condition is more likely to fetch a higher price. Collectors are always looking for coins in mint state, which means the coin has been well preserved and shows little to no signs of wear. Even the slightest scratch or smudge can reduce its value significantly, so keeping your coins in pristine condition is crucial if you want to maximize their worth. However, what truly sets the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter apart from the others is the possibility of finding a rare error. Coins that were struck incorrectly during the minting process can have significant value. For example, a double die error occurs when the coin has more than one impression of the design, creating a unique visual effect. This error can make a common coin worth thousands of dollars, as it's a clear sign that the coin is one of a kind. Another error to watch out for is the clash die variety. This occurs when two dies used to strike the coin accidentally collide, leaving an imprint, or a smudge on the coin. These types of errors are rare and highly prized by collectors, who are willing to pay a premium for these unusual pieces. If you happen to come across a Connecticut State Quarter with a minting error, it could be worth far more than just a quarter. The appeal of these error coins lies in their rarity. When you consider that billions of quarters are minted each year, finding one with an error is an incredibly rare event. These minting flaws are not something that happens frequently, which is why they are so valuable when they do appear. Collectors and investors alike are on the lookout for these hidden treasures, often willing to pay top dollar for a rare coin. Now, you might be wondering, just how much could a Connecticut State Quarter be worth if it has the right combination of features? Well, in recent years, certain versions of the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter with unique errors have been sold for extraordinary amounts of money. One such coin, in excellent condition with a rare error, recently fetched $51,000. Yes, that's right, $51,000. Imagine holding a quarter in your hand, thinking it's just a regular piece of currency, only to discover that it's worth more than most people make in an entire year. It's a reminder of just how valuable rare coins can be and why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby for many people. The hunt for rare and valuable coins is not just about money, it's about the thrill of finding something incredibly special that others might overlook. If you have a 1999 Connecticut State Quarter in your possession, it might be worth taking a closer look. Examine it carefully for any signs of errors or unique features that could make it stand out from the rest. And if you're not sure whether your coin is valuable, don't hesitate to reach out to a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They can help you determine if you've got a rare gem on your hands. In conclusion, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is more than just a part of a collection. It could be your ticket to a small fortune if you happen to find a rare error or if your coin is in exceptional condition. With the right features, your quarter could be worth a jaw-dropping $51,000. Keep your eyes peeled and your coins well preserved, because you never know when you might find your very own treasure hidden in plain sight. Top 3. We're going to dive into a coin that could be worth thousands of dollars, the Washington State Quarter Dollar from 2015. This isn't just any regular quarter, and it could be the treasure you didn't know you had. The 2015 Washington State Quarter Dollar is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series of quarters that highlight the beauty and history of national parks and sites across the United States. Released in 2015, this particular coin features an image of the Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana. Known for its beautiful pine forests, rolling hills, and diverse wildlife, Kisatchie National Forest is an iconic location, and the coin beautifully showcases this natural wonder with a stunning depiction of the forest's landscape. At first glance, this quarter may seem just like any other in your collection, but there are certain aspects of this coin that set it apart, especially when it comes to value. While most quarters are only worth their face value of 25 cents, the Kisatchie 2015 quarter holds potential for far more, especially if you know what to look for. Like many coins in the America the Beautiful series, the Kisatchie quarter carries a rich historical significance. But beyond the symbolic importance of the design, there are specific features that could make this quarter extraordinarily valuable. One key factor that makes certain coins from this series worth much more than their face value is the presence of minting errors or unique variations. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production of the coin. These mistakes can range from minor defects to more obvious errors that make a coin stand out. For instance, some of the 2015 Kisatchie quarters were struck with unusual features such as double die errors, where the coin's design is printed more than once, or they have clashed dies, where the minting tools leave strange markings on the coin. These errors, while rare, can turn an otherwise ordinary quarter into a highly valuable collector's item. Another factor that can influence the value of this coin is its condition. Coins that are in pristine condition, meaning they have been well preserved and show little to no signs of wear, are far more valuable than coins that have been circulated. In fact, a quarter that has been kept in perfect condition could fetch much more than you might expect. The higher the quality of the coin, the more likely it is to become a prized piece in a collector's portfolio. But it's not just about errors and condition. The rarity of the coin plays a major role in determining its value as well. Even within a specific year and design, some quarters are far rarer than others due to the number that were minted and released into circulation. Some quarters, especially those with unique errors or particularly low mintage, may have become increasingly difficult to find, which only drives up their worth. If you happen to have a 2015 Kisatchie quarter that has been less commonly found or is harder to acquire, it could be worth much more than you think. And now, for the exciting part. Just how much can a Washington State quarter dollar from 2015, particularly the Kisatchie variety, be worth? Well, if you happen to find a coin with the right error, in the right condition, and with that unique rarity factor, it could fetch a remarkable price. In fact, some of these coins have been known to sell for as much as $18,000. Yes, you read that right, $18,000. Imagine stumbling upon a quarter that, at first glance, seems like just another coin in your pocket. But after a little research and a careful examination, you realize it's worth more than many people's annual salary. That's the thrill of coin collecting. You never know what hidden gems you might uncover when you least expect it. If you have a 2015 Washington State Kisatchie quarter, it's worth taking a closer look. Inspect it carefully for any of those rare minting errors or signs of exceptional quality. You don't need to be an expert to spot something unusual. Sometimes, it's just a matter of paying attention to the details. Look for any signs of doubling in the design, any strange markings, or any flaws that don't seem quite right. And if you're unsure about your coin's value, consider consulting a professional coin dealer or numismatist. These experts can help you determine if your coin is worth a small fortune or just another quarter. They'll also be able to guide you on how to properly store and protect your coin to preserve its value for years to come. So, the next time you're sorting through your change, remember that even the smallest coin can be worth something extraordinary. The 2015 Washington State Kisatchie quarter, with its beautiful design and potential for rare minting errors, might just be the hidden treasure you've been looking for. To wrap things up, it's important to understand that coin collecting is about more than just the money. It's about the history, the rarity, and the excitement of uncovering a piece of history that holds both sentimental and financial value. And when it comes to the 2015 Kisatchie quarter, the value is real. If you're lucky enough to own one with an error or in pristine condition, you could be holding on to a coin worth $18,000. Yes, $18,000, an incredible amount for a simple quarter. Top 4. We're diving into a coin that could change the way you look at your spare change forever. This coin is none other than the 2001 New York State Washington quarter. You may have seen it before, but did you know that some of these quarters could be worth thousands of dollars? And yes, you heard me right, thousands. In 2001, the United States Mint released a series of state quarters to honor each state, and New York was among the first to get its own quarter. The New York State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, which was launched in 1999. Each of these quarters represents a different state and features iconic symbols or landmarks that define its history and culture. The New York Quarter, specifically, shows the image of the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and one of the most recognized landmarks in the world, along with the word Eureka, which means, "I have found it," a reference to the discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill, symbolizing New York's role in the nation's growth. At first glance, the 2001 New York State Quarter might seem like just another regular coin you come across in your daily transactions. But here's where it gets exciting. While most of these quarters are worth the typical 25 cents, some rare variations of this coin can be worth an incredible amount of money to collectors. And we're not talking just a couple of dollars here and there. These quarters could potentially be worth tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the condition and any errors they might have. So, what makes this coin so valuable? And how can you tell if your 2001 New York State Quarter is worth a small fortune? Let's break it down. First off, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they've barely been touched, showing little to no signs of wear, are highly sought after by collectors. These coins, known as MS or mint state, often fetch a premium price because they haven't been worn down by circulation. When you look at a coin like the 2001 New York Quarter, the better its condition, the higher its potential value. Now, let's talk about coin errors. Minting errors are one of the biggest things collectors look for when hunting for valuable coins. Even the smallest mistake during the minting process can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into something extremely rare and valuable. Some of the most valuable New York quarters have been discovered with errors such as double die strikes, where the coin has more than one impression of the design, making it appear as if the image is duplicated. This kind of error is highly coveted in the world of numismatics and can drive up the price of the coin significantly. Another error that could make your coin stand out is a misaligned die strike, where the design on the coin isn't perfectly centered, leaving it with a noticeable imperfection. These coins are rarer than you might think and can increase a coin's value dramatically. The rarity of these errors combined with the historical significance of the New York Quarter is what makes it such a desirable coin among collectors. But here's something even more exciting. Some 2001 New York State quarters have been sold for astronomical prices. In fact, certain quarters with rare errors, excellent condition, or unique features have been known to fetch as much as $47,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000. Imagine finding a coin that you thought was just a regular quarter and realizing it could be worth as much as a new car, or even more. It's the kind of discovery that makes coin collecting such a thrilling hobby. So, how do you know if your quarter could be worth this kind of money? First, check for any minting errors. Look closely at the design and see if there are any unusual markings or duplications in the image. If the coin looks pristine, you're already on the right track. The next step is to consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist. These experts can help you determine whether your coin has any rare errors or unique features that would make it stand out from the millions of others in circulation. It's also important to understand that the New York State Quarter wasn't released in limited numbers, but some of the coins with errors or in exceptional condition are harder to find. That's why the value can soar as high as $47,000 when a collector finally comes across one of these rare gems. The more people who want it, and the fewer there are available, the higher the price tag becomes. If you have a 2001 New York State Quarter in your collection, Don't just toss it aside as a regular coin. It's worth taking a moment to inspect it closely. Even if it doesn't have any obvious errors, its condition could still make it valuable. And who knows? You could be holding onto a coin that could make you a lot of money. To wrap things up, it's clear that the 2001 New York State Washington quarter is much more than just a quarter. It's a piece of American history that could potentially be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you happen to find a 2001 New York quarter with rare minting errors or in perfect condition, you could be sitting on a coin worth a staggering $47,000. So, take a good look at your change, because you never know when you might have the next big find. Top 5. Imagine sifting through your spare change, not giving it much thought, when you stumble upon a coin that turns out to be worth thousands of dollars. This could very well happen with the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter. Yes, the same quarter you might have tossed into your coin jar could be worth a small fortune if you know what to look for. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating world of this specific quarter and why it could be much more valuable than you think. In 2004, as part of the 50 State Quarters program, the United States Mint released a quarter to honor Wisconsin, also known as the Badger State. This quarter features a design that is deeply symbolic of the state's agricultural history. The coin showcases an image of a cow, representing Wisconsin's reputation as a leading dairy producer, along with a large wedge of cheese, emphasizing the state's role in the dairy industry. Above the cow, you'll also find an outline of the state, with the word Wisconsin etched across the top. It's a beautifully designed quarter that speaks to the pride of the state's agricultural roots. At first glance, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter may seem like a typical coin, part of the mass minting of quarters that circulated during that time. However, this is where the story gets interesting. Some of these quarters have become incredibly valuable to collectors, thanks to rare minting errors and unique characteristics. These mistakes, often overlooked by most people, can transform an otherwise standard quarter into something truly special. So, what makes the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter stand out from the rest? Well, it all comes down to a couple of unique features that have emerged in a small number of these coins. One of the most notable aspects that collectors look for in this coin is an error on the design. Specifically, there are two different versions of the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter. The first version features a small cheese design next to the cow, while the second version contains an additional, and much rarer, extra leaf design on the stalk of corn. This error occurred when a small number of quarters were struck with a double die, causing an additional leaf to appear on the corn stalk. This extra leaf version has become extremely rare, and it's these variations that make the coin so valuable. Why does this matter? Well, when a coin is released into circulation with a mistake in its design, it becomes highly sought after by collectors. A rare error coin is considered much more valuable because it's one of the few that contain the flaw, making it a unique find. The extra leaf version of the 2004 Wisconsin Quarter is no exception. Only a small number of these coins were minted, and finding one is like discovering a hidden gem. Now, let's talk about condition. As with any collectible item, the state of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. A well-preserved coin with no scratches, discoloration, or damage is far more valuable than one that's been worn down from circulation. Coins that are graded as mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear, can fetch a much higher price in the market. If you're lucky enough to have a 2004 Wisconsin Quarter with the extra leaf design in pristine condition, you could be holding on to something that's worth far more than the 25 cents it was originally minted for. Another important factor to consider is rarity. While there were millions of 2004 Wisconsin quarters minted, only a small percentage of them were produced with the extra leaf error. This makes the coin even more desirable to collectors, who are constantly on the lookout for rare and unique specimens. The rarity of the coin combined with its distinctive error makes it one of the most sought-after quarters from the 50 State Quarters series. So, you might be wondering, just how much is a 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter worth if it has this rare extra leaf design? Well, in recent years, quarters with this error have been sold for astonishing amounts. Some of these rare quarters have been known to fetch up to $39,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $39,000. That's not a typo. The price for a well-preserved, error-free version of this coin can reach tens of thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and rarity. It's hard to imagine that something as simple as a quarter could be worth so much money, but it's the rarity and unique features of these coins that make them so valuable. The fact that a small minting error could increase the value of a coin by so much shows just how important the details are in the world of numismatics. It's a reminder that coins are much more than just currency. They're pieces of history, and sometimes they're worth a small fortune. If you happen to have a 2004 Wisconsin state quarter in your possession, now might be a good time to give it a closer look. Look carefully for any signs of the extra leaf design, and check its condition. If you're not sure if your coin is valuable, consider reaching out to a professional coin dealer or numismatist who can help assess its value and authenticity. To wrap up, the 2004 Wisconsin state quarter is much more than just another coin. If you have one with the extra leaf design in excellent condition, it could be worth an incredible $39,000. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things are right in front of us, and all it takes is a little knowledge to recognize the potential of what we have. So next time you're sorting through your change, remember that you could be holding on to a rare coin that's worth a small fortune.